people that are just driving a family member, they get pulled over, they can get into trouble, they can actually go to jail. I think we've said before, we don't get too political on here, but this one just kind of struck a nerve with me. There's in Texas specifically, there was something passed. It's called the HB4 in the House only so far. Not it hasn't gone to Senate yet, but it's like an anti-immigration law, which is like when you look into it from the high level, it's basically they're appropriating $1 billion. So that's a B with a B, $1 billion to continue to build the border barriers. We've seen a lot of people already die from that. They get stuck in these floating barriers that are in the river. I don't know if this is going towards that or the wall yet, or like a wall yet, but we've already seen that there's been a lot of people die from that. So they're contributing $1 billion there. Another piece that got passed was that they're going to allow police officers to send migrants back who they catch that cross the border illegally. And yeah, they cross the border illegally and they're going to be able to basically try to deport them. But there's some gotchas around with that. And the third thing that they're doing is they're going to increase penalties for what they're calling human smugglers and things like that. Now, I get it. There needs to be some rules and legal items around it, but in practicality, this has a very, very big impact to Hispanics in Texas. So much so that the state rep from Houston, State Rep Armando Lucio Wally, he's the Democratic representative here from Houston. He confronted the people that actually were working to pass this. He got very, very heated, and he started cussing a lot during this. He was saying, this really hurts us to our fucking core. This is a really bad thing, and that you don't understand that you don't live in our skin, right? And that's what pisses me off. And this is what he was saying. And he had a lot of this rhetoric out there because I think he's like, y'all are my friends, and you guys don't even care, don't know how this really impacts him, Wally, as a Hispanic, and all of us Hispanics that are in Texas. I mean, I myself I've been harassed and profiled for a lot of my life here in Houston, and in Houston, it's the Hispanics are a majority, so it's really
now we're more,
and now we're a majority, right? So imagine in other places where the Latinos aren't the majority, there's going to be a lot of harassment going on there too. And some of the examples that Representative Wally mentioned was like, hey man, I'm not going to be able to go to the bodas, I'm not going to be able to go to baptisms, I'm not going to be able to go to quinceañeras, because invariably there's going to be people there that are undocumented. So that puts him in these bad positions. And with these laws, you just don't know how they're going to be applied. People that are just driving a family member, they get pulled over, they can get into trouble, they can actually go to jail. There's jail time and fines included with that. So, I mean, this is a very, very difficult piece of legislation that's been passed. And I feel like Representative Wally was the only one that was really trying to stand up and trying to make people understand like how hurtful this is for the people that are living here in Texas and their family members. So it's a big deal. And I wanted to get that out there.
Yeah, it's very, very strong words on and you don't understand, you don't live in our own skin, right? Which I think that is kind of the profiling portion of it. And it's just almost giving permission to do this type of things. And guess what? They're humans and people have biases, right? And yeah, they are training cops to be able to not do it, but we have seen, right, that it is not happening. So it has to work in both ways. We get it. We have to have some organization, some rules, but allowing people to keep profiling, yeah, it's a tough one, right? So I'm kudos for that. It was a senator or what was a representative?
It's in the House. It's a Representative Wally. I actually have seen him in LULAC meetings before. So
Okay. So I think that basically we have to voice the concern, right? And we'll see. I think that it becomes very tricky because guess what? I naturalized, now I'm a citizen here. So do I need to have my passport with me all the time? Because obviously even my accent, right? So, so, it is tough, right? It's like, do you have to have all of your paperwork, like just to prove that you're a citizen, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to carry a copy of your birth certificate around. You just don't know how this is going to turn. But again, it can you're like weaponizing the police at this point. You can be it can be seen that way. So we'll see how this turns out. And again, it still has to go through the Senate, so I'm not sure, but I think more than likely it's going to pass in the Senate. So yeah, this is very interesting news here. We'll see how this kind of transforms and how it impacts the lives of Latinos that are living here in Texas.